getting uploaded. What's happening there? Those videos. I did one the other day actually, and it's every time it's just not going up. So I need to have a look and see what's happening there. So TikTok people aren't getting any new videos. I need to contact them. But that's beside the point. So I've told you, lots been going on, a lot of downloads, a lot of upgrades. We've all been going through purging, clearing. You always know it's for the greatest good, but you didn't know what was coming on the other side, or what we were getting. So as I've told people on TikTok as well, that I normally make daily lives on my Facebook page, my personal Facebook page, so they can follow me there if they want to see the daily lives. So I have been basically almost when I'm guided to talk. Some days I don't, haven't been, but the things have been coming in again now. And as I said to people, so let me fill you in. Those that haven't followed me or don't know what's been going on. I'm sure most people are telling you. Has been purging, clearing. Most light workers have stepped back. I felt the need to step back. Have been quiet. People have been a bit quiet. They've been doing inner work. So we've had some physical changes and upgrades and downloads for the next phase. It's like phases we're going in, and we've had massive energy surges, as people have noticed, massive frequency spikes, human resonance, CMEs, all these things. So they're coming in, and the energy is going to keep coming into the planet. So it takes us a while to adjust. So we're getting hit with these, which pushes up your frequency, which makes you purge dark, dense energy, things you haven't. So there's been a lot of that going on the planet, which I explained in my previous videos. So it's beginning to come together, what's come out. And I made one 2 days ago on my Facebook page, the first one that came through. And I see it'll start coming through to others, other light workers and other people, leaders, spiritual teachers. You'll see they'll start talking about it. It all seems to come through all of us. So what came out for me, which is very interesting, and what seems to be the message that's coming through, is that we need to choose to let go of the old energies. So the old ways of thinking, the old ways of life, which is what basically coming through to me is old energies. So we haven't. It's something we've had for thousands of years, and our ancestors have had. It's our way of thought. It's a way of existence. That epoch or that period. But now we've moved to the new times, end of times. We have new energy coming on the planet, new consciousness, new everything. So we have to decide and consciously choose the new energy. It's like the new door. The door is there now. Now you've got to choose to walk through it. So that was quite a download that came to me. That was really high. That was really an interesting download that came to me in meditation that came to me about 2 days ago. And I see one of the American Indian spiritual leaders is saying, I saw someone made a post. I don't know, I haven't seen it personally, his post, but apparently he said the same thing. And what came to me, and I made a video about this, I posted it here. It's saying how we've always thought the worst. We expect the worst. Like now you can see it. We're expecting the worst. Everything that's going on, the changes, the reset, the whole thing. We're expecting doom, gloom, the worst because of the end of times. Because this is what happened before. But this, as you listen to Revelations, this is a change. It's never happened before. People don't know what is going to happen. So what they do is base it on the past, what always happened. Oh my gosh, any big change, it was always bad. The end of times, it was always a catastrophe, whatever else. So this is what humans are expecting. Is it's going to be bad. We're going to have some end of thing, a deluge, end of humanity. I mean, it's just doom, gloom, no matter what you look at, depopulation, some nonsense. It's bad because this is what we lived through for so many centuries. Interesting. It's old energy. It's the old way. So what I was shown, and funny enough, this American Indian leader, apparently, I haven't seen it, leader, shared the same thing. And I think it'll start, you'll see, it'll start coming because these things come to all of us. So it'll start coming out through light workers, spiritual teachers and coaches and whoever you're following, I don't know. But you will see it will start then coming through to them, the revelation. That we have now, this is a process we move to now. We've been invited, it's a choice, everything's free will, to step into the new earth, the new paradigm, the new energies, which is a new epoch. And it's a choice. So as I did, I'll share. Well, I'll share what I can, so I'll guide people, and it's up to you. But I can only tell you what was given to me. So then you take with that, and you put it. You sit with it. Whether you meditate, whether you, it's all it is pure intention. All you need is pure intent. You don't need to be able to be clairvoyant, to be able to visualize, get the visions and things. The knowing will come through to you, the inner voice, the knowing what it is. You will get the divine guidance. So if you're not able to visualize, um, depends, I don't know, everyone's got different things. So it'll come through as a knowing, a voice. Who knows how you will get but you will get you can also visualize it yourself. That's why you have an imagination, be able to visualize anything. So your divine or your higher self will be able to communicate with you. So what happened to me was I was sitting there and I was told, this is what came through, and I thought, wow, automatically our mind starts going to the negative, because it is very much on the media, everywhere, media, every kind of media you're thinking of. It's some doom and gloom. This is going to happen. Oh my gosh, there's terrible things happening. Oh, you get tired of it. So we're expecting the worst. Doesn't matter what it is. We're fearful of something. And I sat in meditation, it popped up, something popped up. Oh, I was about to go on an astral, and I was thinking, oh no, what are they going to show me? So there, I automatically felt for a second this resistance, fear. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to see, they're going to show me some nasty. And I just thought, this is ridiculous. I mean, like my previous video, but I'm going to share all my stuff now. This is ridiculous. Why? It's just perverse. I don't want to always, it's not good. We're doing it. Why are we doing this? And as I explained in my video on Facebook, and I'm not sure if I did it on here, is that we have done it for thousands of years, and we've lived through this. You see the plague, the drought, the this, the that, the deluge, fall of Atlantis, whatever it was. We lived through these things. Our ancestors did. It was told to us. I mean, it's expected to us. So it doesn't serve us. And this is what we're still doing, and most people don't realize it. That we're stuck in the old energy, and we haven't decided to let go of it. But we have to make that decision now. We've got to step through that door. So what you'll see is a door open. You'll be invited. It's like everyone. You've got to make a choice. You're going to step through that door, stay in the dark, dense, the darkness that we've lived in basically for thousands of years. So you'll be invited to go through the door. Beautiful. Very interesting. And to choose to let go of the old energies, this dark, dense energy, consciousness, thought sphere, this whole paradigm, which is exactly what's controlled us and humanity for, I don't know, thousands of years. Let's not count them. Be specific. So a door will open, and we invited now, which people want to call ascension, 5D, whatever you want to call it. This is the new earth, the new paradigm, the new shift that we're going into. But we just thought, oh, well, we can just go into it as, but no, we can't. We can't go in as prisoners with the same consciousness, with the same mentality, with the same energy, because then it won't, we're not able to, put it that way. Because all we're doing is just moving then our same nonsense into a so-called new earth, new frequency, new paradigm. And we would just carry on with the same mistakes. So with a higher level of frequency, consciousness, whatever, we can't do that, because it would be damaging. If we were given more powers or more consciousness, higher frequency, and it was, and all we have is this negative frame of mind and fear things, we bringing that same fear, that same thing into that paradigm, and it's changed. It's not. So there's no place for it in the new energy, the new frequency, the new earth or paradigm. So a door opens. So you can do this at wherever you are. You can do this however you want to do it. You will sit there. And you consciously decide, you know what, this doesn't serve me anymore, to hang on to this fear. There's more coming, people. I'm going to give you 3. There's 3 I've got to share with you. So the first one is to decide to let go of this way of living. Always expecting the worst, doom, destruction, I mean, whatever. And just thought, that horrible mind is just, constantly busy. Which is the ego, which is the I. And we're moving into unity consciousness. And not duality. Everyone still thinks this is going to stay the same. There's no more duality, this polarity, dark light, left light. There's not actually. We're moving into unity, consciousness, light. There is no, this is where we're getting confused. So you've got to choose, basically, to let go of that paradigm, which was, they're trying to keep that terrible balance between the dark and light. Oh my gosh, and, control your Anyway, and that's, of course, what's got the better of us, this I, this ego, this, oh my gosh, doom and gloom. Anyway, as you see, it's not, doesn't serve us. So I decided, it doesn't serve me. It was shown to me as like, oh no, this is not good. Where does this, you can ask where it comes from. So you need to let it go, but you need to understand that you are doing it in order to let it go. Now, I don't think most people will have that problem understanding they're doing it. If you have any thoughts of worry, thinking, okay, are these, are we all going to be wiped out? Is there going to be a third world war? Is it whatever? Worrying or thinking or doubting or fear or of anything, you're doing it. So, and you can't take it with you into this place. So realize you're doing it. If you want to ask, you can ask where it comes from, and believe me, it will come from this lifetime, school, maybe biblical, maybe teachers, parents, ancestors. I mean, their parents, whatever you live through. It's so much in your Akashic records, in your DNA, in your cellular structure. It's something. So you can ask for that to be taken away, but that's its intent. Because it does. If it doesn't serve you to always worry and focus and think, expect the worst, I don't think it serves anybody. So you've got to consciously choose. So I want to release this. It no longer serves me, and you want it removed from your cache, from your DNA, your cells, your ancestry, your everything. Anyway, it's a choice, because you can't take it through that door, and you will see. So you ask them to gather all of that. Now you decide, you visualize how you want to release it. Whether you open a chakra, whether people are just praying and it's pure intent and asking whoever. That's they're just to take it from you. So you can visualize whatever you want. The angel's taking it from you. You're giving it. You're throwing it away. You can put it into. You can see it. You tell them and you instruct them to gather it all. You can fall it into a massive black ball. It looks like black goo, horrible. You can form it. It's just dark in it. Wow. And this we've carried through our ancestors, through centuries, people. We are letting go of all the old energies. Okay. This paradigm we lived through, all old energies that no longer serve us. These are the old energies we've lived in. Would you want to call it what you want, 3D, whatever. So you've got to gather that intentionally, but it's got to be from pure intent, from your heart. So you see them gathering and all that. Whatever you do it, you put it into a ball, a block, whatever you do, this black energy, this really dark, dense, all the darkness we've lived through for centuries, and this way of thinking. You do not want to take any old energies with you. Gather them together, and you hand them. You can drop them, open your chakras, see them falling down like a massive ball into earth, see them being, taken out, burnt by light, whatever suits you, dissolved by the light, given to an angel. You do that. And you step through that door, a door will open, and you step through that door. It's amazing. And you will see, it's just beautiful. You choose to go through that door. You can't. I'm releasing all old energies that no longer serve me. The door opens, and it's just beautiful what's on the other side. Wow, you've got this door, and there's just light. And there is an open path, it's like an open road, a golden path that's just ahead of you. Nothing. Why? Because it's new, because we're creating. It's the new earth, the new energy, new paradigm, which is free. It's clean. You can't take any rubbish into that, any baggage, any dirt, any bad energies into that. It's open. We create it. It's there for us to paint like a clean canvas. It's there. That's why it's got to be clean. It's there for us to paint, not with the same dark energies and thoughts and things we're carrying, baggage we're carrying in, because we're going to paint the same. We create the same earth as we did here, then, or the same paradigm. So yes, you're walking through that thing as a clean slate, and you have a clean path, and only create what is for your highest good, positive, your best outcome. So you don't want it. But you imagine walking through with the negative, because then exactly what you will do is create the negative again, because we are creators. We don't realize what we think, manifest, focus on is what we create. So there we are. That was the first one to came through to me. So you see it, you step through, and you consciously ask, you say, you're releasing all old, dark, dense energies. You're releasing old energies, old paradigm that doesn't serve you. Let them go through that door, and you've got this path, you'll see, and it's just wonderful. Wow, it is such an amazing feeling. So there was one. The second one, which people need to do, if they choose, this is all choice, free will, is what came to me was lovely yesterday or the day before, is what all of us, wow, and I can tell you massive percentage, probably most, the majority of the population have this, because we've lived through this old energy and epoch and dark times and whatever, is that you've been told, because we were, that you're unworthy, that you're not good enough. So you have self-doubt, you have we always have this. We don't think, especially from the Creator. Now, this is a difficult one. We have been taught biblically in these times that, oh no, we're sinners, we're bad, we're this and that, we're not worthy, so we have to, like, just please save me, please love me, or whatever. This is what we really did. So this fear. So we do not believe that you can stand there. I know, because, oh no, you're sin. This is a real one to get through, and that's what's shown to me. Was like, wow, and I know exactly where it comes from. It's so taught to us, and it's come through generations because of our ancestors. Our family have walked through this, where you're told, oh, we're sinners. I know you've got to give your tithes, you've got to say forgiveness, you've got to do this, you've got to do that. Our parents have taught us, so teachers, school, that we're not worthy of love. We're not magnificent. We're not deserving. These things play as like records. So in the back of your mind, oh no, I don't deserve really, so it's like you feel like, oh, I don't really deserve that. Oh, could you imagine standing in front of the Creator or the source? People in your frame of mind, in our 3D body, because we're not able to see through the veil, this is what you will think. You're going to sort of sheepishly go up there as like, oh, look at me, I'm such a sinner, I'm so, oh, this guilt, this thing, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, I'm not lovable, all these things we're holding, and it's really not good. No, this is another one we can't take through this into the new epoch, the new energy, the new thing. And we all have it. Wow, do we all have it? Oh my goodness, did I, dig that one up? And I was like, ooh, no, we are magnificent. We are part of the Creator. And the Creator is infinite love. That's it. We are basically pure energy. And if you look at that, when you see that energy, your Merkaba, you are light. It is so bright. You are such a bright light. It is incredible, magnificent. We are part of the Creator, all that is. So we can't, and the Creator is only love and light. So where do you think you're unworthy, we're dark, with this, that, all these things? This is only when we go through the veil. We come through the side, we don't remember, we can't see it. And this is programming and beliefs, as I say. So, of course, you understand, we've all got it, because our parents had it, and they taught it to us, and our teacher, and this, oh my gosh. So there's another one we need to let go of. You can visualize that, and you can ask if you want to. They'll show you. You'll know where it comes from. Ooh, they just have to show you a few examples. So those that you can sit in prayer, whether you can sit in meditation. You don't have to all be clairvoyant or visual. But those that are, you will know, trust me. If I was even clairvoyant, you would see it in like pictures in your mind or voices. You'll know exactly where it comes from. This doesn't serve us. So we're letting go of those negative paradigms. You're stepping through that door. You've chosen this new path, and it's beautiful. Wow, people, it is so amazing when you go through that door. Like the tunnel light is just light on the other end. It's beautiful. So choose that. Choose to let go of this paradigm that we've always done, this negative way, and we're doing it now, which is not serving Earth, not serving humanity at all, or Gaia, or Earth, by believing doom, gloom, destruction, all this nonsense, all your life, because you're going to expect to fail, that whatever, not the best for yourself. Number one, so that meditation and guidance I've given you, it was lovely. It was so amazing. It's so freeing, people. You'll love it. It's just, oh my gosh. Choose to go. You can choose. You need to go through that door to the new. It's just beautiful. Think of it as paradise heaven. Right. Next, let go of all of this. And do we all have it? And do I have it? And did I? Not anymore, but did I? Wow. Painful. Choose it. So those little things that come up and say, you're not worthy of love, of this, you're not deserving, you're not good enough, you're not all these, self-doubt, self-sabotage. And it's so subtle, people. You don't even realize you have it. Because you can go in affirmations, I am worthy, I am this, I am that. But honestly, unless you've released all this, it's still there, all that energy. It's in your cash, it's in your everything. It's that programming, it's in the mind. It's, oh, damn, it's there. And it's a little voice at the back of your head that makes you doubt, think, fear, whatever. It's there. Think about it. So what I did was easy then, is call in source. You call the Creator, the archangels, your ancestors, everybody. So, like most people tell you, this whole, when they fear of death, they always think they're going to be judged, right? So there we are. Call them in. You are standing there as a soul, completely transparent, naked, because that's what happens when you die. There's nothing hidden, people. Nothing can be hidden. They know everything. You can't hide a thought, an intent to anything. You know that. So these people have, this is why people have fear. Exactly. Can you imagine? Oh no, because when you go, you're going to be judged, and then, oh my, exactly. So this is that little thing that you're not worthy. You're going to be judged for all the things you did, and you're going to be punished. So do yourselves a favor. Release it. Intentionally ask and decide to release all thoughts, programming, beliefs. Please, very important, belief, because you do believe that. It's taken in. We don't realize it. And your ancestors take it in. So you're doing them a favor. So I called them all in. So your imagination, your intention, or your clairvoyance, however you do it, meditating, praying, sitting in whatever. And you will call them all in. If you can't see it, you can do it, but it's got to be intentionally. So you ask to call in Source, the Creator. All that is, call in Source, you call in the archangels if you want, you call in your ancestors, your guides, wherever. Call the lot in. Stand there before them, and you say you are asking for them and everything for you. You're releasing all beliefs, all programming, all whatever, that I am less than, not worthy, not good enough. I can't even remember. There was 3 of them sort of came to mind. One was you're not worthy, self-doubt. Oh, I'm not good enough. I'm gonna, why me? No one's gonna want me or love me, or whatever those little programs are playing in your mind. You judged you this year, so you're not magnificent. So anything, any programming belief that says I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm not lovable, no one's gonna accept me, whatever else nonsense, this nonsense, no. You have a lot of them there. And you say, I'm choosing to release this from my cache, from my DNA, from my history records, cellular structure, whatever the lot of all my ancestors, everything. Any program belief that is not that I am magnificent. I'm pure true light. I am from Source. I'm part of the Creator. I am magnificent. I am worthy. I am lovable. I am, that's it. You are absolutely deserving. You must please those 3 things. I am worthy. I am deserving. I am magnificent. Anything. All right. You awesome. Now you tell them and instruct them to release. Everybody's like, release and let go of all those. They do not serve you for your highest good. Anything that says, I am not deserving. I am not worthy. I'm not, that's it. Gone. And the same thing, you visualize all that being gathered throughout your ancestry, your Akashic records, your this and that, and they're all watching. Everybody's got to be there. Your ancestors, your guides, your angels, Source. Gone. I am worthy. I am magnificent. Only those good things come to me. It's what I expect. It's what I'm deserving of. That is what lies before me, always for my greatest good. Everything that comes to me will be for the best, will be the greatest, will be better than I can expect. Your higher self, your guide, your source will only bring you what is that magnificent. Better than you can imagine. Because what you think, oh, I'd like this, they're going to give you better. Just have your faith and trust. I'm magnificent, I'm deserving, I'm worthy of the best. You expect the best, and they will only give you. So you can state that. So have that intention to meditate, to release all of that programming. Everyone's there, and they're going to be so happy. And that only good things will come to you. They will only, your guidance, they will only bring you what is the best, what you're deserving. Which is better than you can imagine. So have that faith and trust in your higher self and in Source, that they will only bring you what is even better than you can imagine, because that is what you deserve and you are worthy of it. There we are, number 2. And it's bloody awesome. And it's so freeing, because believe me, it was a deep down under there. So that's it. You are absolutely worthy and deserving and magnificent, because you are part of the Creator. You don't see it. Some of you can see it. It's bloody amazing. You're such a bright, you know that. You're a part of that. You're that light. So yes, you are. They're family. It's your family, people, all of it. So there we are. Hey, there, so you do that. And there we have. And then there's nothing because you are standing there completely naked, transparent for all to see. So don't try. So they've seen. Let them see you as you are. And they do. Nothing is hidden. Everything you've thought done doesn't matter. It's gone. Forget it over. No one's going to judge you. You're letting it go. You're not holding it on yourself. Oh my gosh, I'm judging myself because I did something terrible when I was younger. Let it go. Let it go. So that's it. You release that. Do that. That's a second exercise or meditation that came. It was lovely. What was the third one I did today again? It was so nice today. I had a lovely one. It was also part of this letting go and stepping into the new paradigm. Oh, yes. Right. So this is obviously what humanity, this is all divinely planned and guided and where we're going. But we can do it in our own time because we've got free will. Some aren't even, ready, awake yet. They will do it maybe in the next lifetime. But this is where we're going. So the sooner we do it, the better. And the faster we get there as humanity. And we have peace on earth. We have heaven on earth. We have everything. Is because it's unity. Everything's unity now. Not I, separation. The I, the duality, this is falling away. This is part of the old epoch or time, whatever. So what came to me today was, oh, wow. Another one, so nice. Was just, I woke up this morning and you'll see your mind will change and you won't be thinking of the negative. And as soon as you start, automatically you see something on social media and your mind, it'll be gone. It's like your mind won't be able to focus on the negative or expect or believe it, buying into this programming that's out there, which is quite bad. So this morning I sat and what came to me now, which is where we're going, which makes sense actually, which is really lovely. We're heading in, it's a complete different paradigm and world and way of thinking and existence that humanity will have on a higher scale. Now everybody knows a lot of it, well, not everybody knows. I'm assuming people that are watching know this. So the people that are looking on the spiritual path, consciously on the spiritual path, especially ones that have their, that have activated, had their, what I can't speak for everybody. I'm not sure how they woke up and what stages they're at. Say for the ones that are visual, we've all, and the light workers you're following, if you are following any light workers, they're normally telling you this is higher self and integrating your higher self and whatever else. Now, what seems to be happening is that before, in the old epoch or what we live through now, times, the old days, before the new times, or end of times, whatever you want to call it, that we've just stepped out of willingly through that door, or where we're going now, for some that haven't, is before we had a separation, after the fall of Atlantis, we had a separation between our higher self, our soul, and the human part, which was the brain, the physical. Everything was about this. This epoch was all about physical existence, materialism, physical, everything physical. And before that, it was all spiritual. It was all a higher self. It wasn't really on the physical plane. We had that clairvoyance. We were able to see. We had the light body. We were basically light body. So we've gone through. Now this new one we're doing is integrating them both. So the last how many thousand years we walked around without being aware, being guided by our higher selves. We were like in the darkness. We had, like they said, a veil. Now that's being lifted now. So you'll see the light workers saying we're integrating your higher self is to call it in and embody your higher self. But they're not quite explaining what this means. So I got a good example of it today. What you mean by embodying your higher self is actually literally becoming your higher self. Your higher self will now take over. As before, the human mind, the ego, the I, the brain, which is actually not the most intelligent organ in the body, which scientists will discover is not what runs the body or the most intelligent thing either. It's actually not an accident. So we just came out of thousands of years where the brain, everyone thinks intellectual mind, the thoughts, which is actually the ego, the one that caused all this mess, which is based on fear, ego, no guidance, disconnected from your consciousness, which science knows now is not in your body. Isn't that interesting? Exactly. That is your soul. That is the real hierarchy, intelligence, everything that comes here. So our soul, so we let the brain, the human, this monkey mind and thought and ego and control, which is all based on reality, 3D physical reality. So we just, exactly, I can imagine why we ran amok and things didn't work out too well. So as their science has realized, there's something else out there, it's called consciousness. Now, scientists love to not to recognize spiritual things, so they like to say, "Oh, it's energy," or "It's this," or "It's just it's nothing," but it's divine. There is come down to it. You're pure energy, light, right? Yes, it is. You're pure. That's what we are. Actually, it's just energy. Everything's energy and frequency, but it has an intelligence, as they know now in science. It's consciousness, but not just it is fully conscious. So all you are really is consciousness and energy, or consciousness and light. It's just a light. It's energy. It's actually light. So that's what you are. Remove your body, and you will see. And what you are when you die, and what everything is pure energy. But it emits light, massive light. And you have consciousness, but your consciousness is on a divine level, and it works on a level of unity and love, actually. And when we're out of that, nothing works too well, as you notice. We've got depression, suicides, angry, always unhappy. We're looking for something. In the 3D matrix we came out of, we were searching. You felt empty. Why? You were searching for God, something, because you knew you were separate. You knew there was something missing. That something missing was unity, being one with the greater, being with your soul. That's what people were searching for. So we went through religions, we went through, Buddhas, we went through yoga. In some way, spiritually, you're looking for something positive. We went to courses where it's positive thought, anything. But people don't realize, if you want to be a believer or not, you are searching. You know something's missing, because that's where you came from originally. And some people have more memory. They come through the veil with more of their conscious memory, and some didn't. So some retain their gifts, depends where they were in their last life and what stage of development as well, and spiritual path. So they come back, and old souls are more evolved. They have more memory. So I remember in this life, did I only go through it? So you're going to go into philosophy, something, because you're looking for that. Because that is the consciousness. It's seeping through a little bit, but trying to sort of guide you, we weren't hearing it or seeing it. So what we are doing now in this epoch is they joining together. Is the soul and the physical is becoming one completely. The soul is taking over. Whereas before, in this 3D world epoch, end of times that we just came out of, right, is the brain had full control, the conscious, the intellectual. No, you always got to know, no, that whole nonsense, that doubt, that I, the ego, whatever you want to call it. Monkey mind, I call it. It's just arrogance, ego, dark, and it was based on the lower chakra, because it wasn't connected direct to the consciousness. Now, which is interesting, they are becoming one. There is not now living on your body and the soul is, or the consciousness. Oh well, we can choose. It's not really there. I'm going to ignore it. No, not in the new thing. It's going to be the one calling the shots. So we'll be using the divine guidance, which if people want to call your consciousness, higher self, soul, spirit, whatever you want to call it, that's the person who's going to be running the show anymore. So we've got to also decide to let that, we've got to choose now to let that guide us now, not our mind, which is constantly running. So this morning, here was my next, it's lovely, I love this. So this morning I woke up, and you don't even realize it, people, that mind is so busy. The minute you wake up, it stops. And as my mind started going off, and it was like immediately this voice came in my higher self. It was lovely, and said, just be. And it's peace. And that's why I say, if you shut off any thought, if you sit in conscious meditation or try whatever and absolutely blank your mind, you have such peace, because that thing is so busy. It's like a stuck recorder going on. So I woke up, and that little recording wanted to start wabbling on again. I don't know, who knows what my mind was starting to think about. It does. You don't even realize how many thoughts you've, but and it was just be. And I was like, oh, thank you. Peace. And I felt such inner peace. I was like, oh, but yeah, absolutely. You just got to get that monkey mind quiet. So I sat in my meditation. And here we come. Number 3, third guidance, because I've asked for these to help to share with humanity. So number 3 came. And this is a part of it now. This is where we're going. And what came to me was, yes, we got to decide consciously to allow the higher self, right? So you're telling the higher self to take full charge, not the brain, because the brain is the one that's run this life, this body, this what we came through. Our existence was the mind, the brain, not the higher self, the higher consciousness. So what we do now is we got to sit and we got to pray to get that, or we get that, voice, or we have to be in meditation to get that communication. So we kept on separating it. It was like asking it to come in or asking it for help, as though it was never, it's always been here. It's always been part of us, but we've not integrated it. So you now will completely, consciously sit in minded, sit in meditation, and you are now giving your higher self permission to completely take over and control, be in control. It's now in the driving seat. So you shut that monkey mind up. You tell the higher self and the monkey mind and it cells, the DNA. You talk to the lot. You say, you are now, you call your higher self. And that's amazing, your higher self. And your higher self, you're actually surrendering, basically. So what you're doing is giving up power and surrender and asking and intending that your higher self completely takes over. Not your mind, which is your I. You told me this is the mind, the ego. And I was like, oh, yes. It was amazing. It came to me. So this is because I asked, because I want to share this with people as a guided, telling you, so I'm talking you through it so you can do your guided meditation. And you'll just know what to say, what to pray, what to focus on, or imagine, or, do this, whether you do it visually in your mind, you're praying, you're meditating, whatever you're doing. We need to consciously hand over the reins, give permission for your higher self to completely take over. You surrender 100% to it. And you now give it control, full control over your mind. Your mind will not be in control anymore. So you tell your mind to completely step aside. Your mind will listen to your higher self. Your mind is not in control, your thoughts will not just, it is not going to be running there like a little computer like it has. It's just it's a data space. It's not the intelligent one at all, actually. It's like a storage. It's a data. It's great for, storing rubbish, but it does, and it keeps recycling that stuff. And this is what's the problem. It recycled, oh no, don't do that, oh no, because it's a memory bank. Think of your mind as basically a computer. And scientists have always looked to the mind for all the answers. The brain is nothing. It's nothing to do with the brain. It's what it's the external part is the part that you want. This is the storage base. Think of it as a USB drive, or it's really what it is. It's bloody useless. And all it does is, in a way, it's useless. It's not the high intelligence. It stores the information. So this damn hard drive is stored everything. And if you've done it before, no, be careful. That's going to hurt you, because that's where it comes. So that's how it did, because we lived like it. Memory. So all it does is drag up stuff and constantly replays the shit that does not serve you. That's all good. Be careful of that, or you're going to burn yourself, or you're going to, and it plays over this, caution, fear programming. It's digging into the database. Nothing new. It's all bringing up the same. So we're repeating the same things. We're stuck in the same cycle. No. So that was really, wow, it was so good. So, and I knew this a few months ago. They said to me, now you need to completely surrender, or, and I was like, what? And I was weary because I wasn't sure what they meant by that. I thought, okay, there's some trouble coming, and I'm just going to have complete faith, and I'm going to get through this, whatever they're going to put me through. That, you see, that's that mind. I thought, when I was told, right now, I must have complete faith and trust in my higher self and let go. But you see, this is what I'm saying about the programming. Please, it's so important for people to realize we need to let go of that, to step through that door. That program will keep playing. What did I do? And I made laughs about the videos because I wasn't sure. I still you can check my videos on Facebook when I said, I was like, what's coming? I was like, no, I wouldn't let go of those reins. I've been rein by rein fighting with them for the last few weeks, thinking, no, I want to stay in control. I want to prove what you want to do first. Nonsense, this is the ego monkey mind. Meanwhile, it was nothing to do with it. This is what it was about. It's about us completely, because this is a new paradigm, the new human, the new earth, the new us, let me choose it, is going to be divinely guided. Absolutely. Not by the mind that's going to analyze and think and plan. No. You are handing over control. You see it. You let your higher self in, and you tell your souls, your DNA, your body, your whole lot, because it's the body, mind, soul, that they will step aside. Your mind will step aside. Your higher self now, your soul, your divine God, is now completely in charge. It has complete control and guidance and permission, that your mind will not, it will be in control of your mind. So you instruct and you're putting your higher self in control of that mind, which is just its database, which is just, yeah, that thing needs to be quietened down. It's destructive. It's really not good, that thing. So you're going to put it in charge of that. Put that, so the mind steps aside and silences, which is quite an achievement. It's wonderful to its peace and bliss. And it takes over completely. And that you will be guided by your heart chakra and resonance frequency. So you will know, don't have to worry, because your higher self is your intuition, it always knows better. It gives you the warning, oh, be careful. That's it. It's the one that gives you the warning. The mind was the memory. The mind was the data bank that stored all this experience, which kept playing the negative experience. Nonsense all the time. Bloody horrible. So this is why that negative programming was repeating itself constantly. We thought, we're going to be wiped out by meteorite. Oh my gosh, the cabal's going to, let's not even go there. What's out there, the negative. Why? There we are now. You know where it comes from. So I sat. It was amazing. And in comes the mind, and I've completely given it permission, absolute surrender, and I've handed the reins and full control to your higher self, which is divinely guided. I mean, that is the best guidance you're ever going to get. Now you have given it complete control. So you are not, the mind is not planning your future, thinking, doing this, doing that, always busy, 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 busy. Not at all. Nothing. You're going to be living, it's fun. It's actually lovely. It's freeing. You're going to be living in divine guidance and going from, absolutely, you don't have to think and plan or do anything, because it's going to come to you. You don't have to. You don't have to worry. What we always do is think, okay, what about tomorrow? I've got to plan for this. I've got to do that. You won't. That's how we've lived, but it's changing. So there'll be no planning, no thinking. If all we do is think, we have to plan and think for tomorrow, and I've got to do this, and I've got to do that, and blah, 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 blah. Nope. That's a database replaying itself. Shut it out. So I sat in the meditation. You can do this visually or meditate, whatever else, and you will see that is what it's about. It's the higher self completely taking over. You've integrated them as we never did before. So we had to always try and find that inner voice, listen to it and concentrate on it, meditate to listen to it, whatever. Now, no. It is in the driver's seat. That's it. So we're integrating our higher self with the physical and the human body and the plane now completely. But it is the one that's going to be. See? And it's difficult to explain. In the olden days, Lemuria, wherever else, that's what guided us. That's all we saw was auras, and we worked from the higher consciousness, not from the physical. Then the next part of the evolution was the brain, the analytical, the thinking, the memory, nonsense came in. This is what we came out of. It was just the mind. The period, it's at the epoch, or the period of the mind, logical, analytical mind. And that's quite something. And it became an ego, isn't it? So now we're going back, we're retaining the physical, we've got all that and the memory and the data bank, but it's not the best, it's not the guidance system, it's not the best navigator, is it? Definitely not a good compass. So you're handing back the reins to your divine, your higher self, which is absolutely divinely guided, and it's on the part on the other side of the veil, so you can't get wrong, people. Only wants the best. There we are. Hand over the reins. It's so freeing. And then you tell the brain to step aside. You will now be guided. You can all consciously. So I called in my higher self, told it, and spoke to my cells and my thing that it will step aside. It no longer calls the shots. My higher self has full permission and is now in complete control and of the mind, and the mind is not anymore. The mind is secondary. And my heart, you work for my heart chakra. My heart is now there. I will be guided by my heart chakra, which is guided by frequency and resonance. So your decisions, your thing will be based, because they can see it, on frequency. Trust it, it will act, because your higher self knows it can read anything. So you will not be fooled, because your higher self will immediately know that resonance and frequency. It'll guide its way like a bat. There we are. How do bats navigate their way? Sound, frequency, echoes. This is what we really are anyway. We just don't remember. It does, trust me. So there we are. So you now take the brain takes second place, the heart takes over. So the heart is now taking the place of where the brain was. Okay. Your heart chakra now is elevated above the brain. Okay. That's it. Simple. And you consciously choose that. You do that, whether you're going to meditate now. So those are the three things, the three stages in the thing I was given. It's so amazing. Okay. First, release all that. We're not awesome to let go and clean you of all old energy, please. This paradigm and energy that we've been on, which is the fear, which is the worst, which is the doom and gloom. And oh my gosh, are they going to do this? Is the world going to be wiped out? Oh, please. Bye-bye. That one. Okay. Then release this nonsense that says you're not good enough, you're not worthy, da 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 da. Nope, absolutely. You only accept the best. As the creator would. What would you give the creator? You'd expect the best. That's exactly. And only the best will come to you, people. That's it. Number 3, give your higher self complete permission to take over, complete control. Your mind is not in control. I know it's a difficult, but if you start doing it, you just if you're releasing it, you're not planning your future, because everyone says, oh, no, you've got to start planning for that, and you've got to be careful with that, you've got to invest, or you must start growing food, you know. That's an old paradigm. Our higher self will absolutely guide us. It's amazing. And you will be guided. Your guidance system is your heart, not your brain anymore. Okay. Your heart is like the bat, it uses frequency, resonance, and is much more accurate. And it has got its own mind. It's got its own brain, basically. But the human brain, the mind, the analytical nonsense, this thing that, which is just our database storage, is now, no, it's not a good guidance system. It's just for storage. Okay. Put that one number 2. There we are. That's it. Visualize it. Do it in your meditations, however you want to do it, your prayers, but it's pure intent. And those that have the third eye or visualization, or it doesn't matter, even if you aren't, because you can see it, like people have imagined, like you can dream. Everyone can dream and see, dreams. That's exactly the same thing. You're able to see that in your dreams. You see it in your subconscious. You can do this as well. You can see it when you're closing your eyes, if you're doing your prayers or meditating, absolutely, and you will see it. And it's just amazing. So that's it. You let go. And I'm like so free now, because I was, oh my gosh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm not. You trust and you know that whatever you need, what's meant to happen, it'll come to you. They will bring those people, those circumstances, that job, that home, that boyfriend, that whatever it is. It will come to you. Your higher self will put you in that path. So you don't need to plan. It will divinely guide you. You'll meet the right people. You'll find the right house. You'll get the right job. You'll get the food. You'll get whatever. The love, the company, the friendship, whatever it is you need and seek. They know. You don't have to tell them, because they're with us all the time now. Now, we don't have to actually sit there and pray and tell them as though they're not here. Oh, by the way, can I please help me with this and that? They bloody know. They know everything anyway. That's what I'm saying. We were living separate. We kept having to pray or meditate to talk with them. We think we have to communicate. They're always there. They could hear every damn thing. They were watching everything. They were, listening to everything. They're feeling everything. There's nothing unknown to God, to Creator, to Spirit, to higher self. They know everything. But we kept sitting down. Oh no, can I talk to you now? It was like, meanwhile they're absolutely aware of every thought, feeling, emotion, desire, prayer that we have. So there we are. Bloody awesome. So it was such a freeing experience the last few days. Wow. That's it. So now I'm your friends. It's so lovely, people. There we are. Your guidance system. Take the brain, goes in second place. The heart is now your guidance system, and it will guide you by frequency and resonance. And your higher self is the one who's leading, is got the compass. Not that brain, okay, that you've got to plan ahead for the next, because you might die of hunger and this and that. That's the old energy again, always. Fear, plan, worry, this, that. No. The ego stays behind. Who now? Pure divine guidance. Okay. With the creator, you're going to be completely. Sorry, I see my internet is failing. It's reconnecting or slagging off. I'm sorry about that. I have a bad connection. So there we are. That's it. And just absolutely trust. And know it's going to be difficult. This is why most people aren't doing it. You're seeing the fear. We don't want to let go of the ego, the I. Because the brain's always telling, no, you can't. You've got to think. You've got to plan. You've got to worry. You've got to do this. You've got to, just in case. That was number 1. Let go of the doom, people. That's the old energy and paradigm. You cannot go through that door with that. Choose the higher timeline, earth paradigm, please. All right. You have to make a conscious choice to let go, to step into 5D. Oh, well, very wonderful. And you will not regret letting it go. It's so awesome. And that path, when you open that door, when you step through that door, it is beautiful. It is free for you to paint and create whatever life you want. The highest timeline is golden path, is beautiful. Then let go of those things that say you're not deserving, you're not good enough, you're not worthy. You are absolutely deserve. I deserve the best. I am magnificent. I am worthy. Right. Here we are. Number 3, the most important. I am now handing over all power, control, guidance, reins to my higher self, which will completely silence that mind. The mind is not at the boss, not in control anymore. The I, the ego, which is, I was told, which is the I, the mind, the ego. Bye-bye. Now you consciously say, and you put in charge, your guidance is your heart chakra. Your heart will guide you. The higher self has the full control and the compass. You do it however, but you get my point. There we are. It's lovely. So awesome. Wow. All right, people. So I thought I'll share that with you, and it is wonderful. It is great. And that's the first thing. This morning I woke up, I think my mind was already going, oh, I've got to do that. I think I should, because I want to do a course now to help people. But I know now that will be guided. If I'm meant to do the course, I will do it, because I will get that drive, that thing to push me to actually enroll in that course or to do that, whatever it is. You don't have to worry, because your higher self will make sure you do what you need to do. If you need to take an action, you will have the urge or the guidance to do it. Or so there's no need to worry. Should I? Trust that your higher self is in charge. Now it will bring whatever you need to do, whatever you don't need to do. You have to eat. It will guide you completely. You will have the urge to do what you're supposed to do and not or told every second of every day. You don't need to plan ahead. When you get to the end of the road, I used to do when I walk sometimes. You will just follow that instinct. Okay, no, go that way. Get to that end of the road. Where's it going to tell you? Go here. Let it guide you. You'll be amazed. Okay. So it's like walking blind. That's what people are frightened, because the mind, you were so used to the mind doing everything for us. Don't need to. You'll be actually guided. It's like living in the moment. It really is living in the moment. That's what frightens people, you see. And that little I doesn't want to let go. That little monkey mind, the brain, because it's all it does is, it's a massive database. So it's stored all that shit. So as soon as you do something, it's, oh, I know that situation. That was bad. Don't do that. It's replaying. It's a damn very much of a nuisance. But it was, it's fine. It's useful to a human because it stores all our memories, everything. It retains all that, but not as a guidance system. It is not the most intelligent thing in our body, our brain at all. Okay, it's our database, but it's a function. So every part is important. We need it, but not the one that should be guiding us, not the greatest leader. All right, lovely people. I'm so glad I can share that with you. It is wonderful. It is freeing. It was a great revelation and worth going through all that purging and clearing, which I had some serious fun for a while. And I'm busy working on the physical body. I'll have a lot to share with you on that. I'm doing a lot of work on the DNA, on the physical body, on the physical structure. But I'll do that. It's a whole separate video where I'm actually learning, which is now taking complete control of the physical body, to be able to heal it, change your DNA, your chemistry, your hormones, whatever you want, absolute control. So yeah, I'm doing quite a bit on that, and something that's always interested me, because, a long story, but going back to my childhood, the medical side of it, I suppose the medical side, which is, the health, the healing, how the body works, the DNA, wow, for me, that's just awesome. It's so I'm busy with that, and it's fantastic what I've been doing, and it's coming through. But it's example. See, it's not coaching, it's by doing. So I want examples to be, I'm getting them together so I can show you and tell you that you can have absolute. You work now together. It's 3 of you. You've put your higher self in the driving seat. You need your higher self, you need your cellular structure and your DNA. All of them have intelligence. All of them are quantum or multidimensional. How's that? That's mind-blowing. Your higher self is quantum multidimensional. Your cellular structure, your atoms, which they told you was rubbish, not, it's all energy, has its own intelligence. Here, it's consciousness. So is your DNA. Bloody awesome. Which we didn't know. We are able to instruct our DNA and our cells. We are, think of it as your just higher self, divine intelligence. So you just pass instructions. You tell them what you want them to do. You have absolute control now over your physiology, your body. Isn't it bloody awesome? I'm busy with it. And I will tell you what you're able to do. Amazing. Unlimited. So now, but remember, it takes slower because you've got to do physical changes. So I'm doing physical things in the body that I'm able to share with you then and say, look, people, you can do this. I have done this, I have done that. And I have already done one. And done something else half. I'm busy with things. I'm as much as I want to say. And then I'll share those with you, which is so awesome. So we didn't know that. And science will more and more find out. That's why they're saying they can't see a lot of it, because it's actually quantum. Your DNA has quantum aspect, and they can't see it yet. They will discover. So your DNA is quantum and multidimensional. Your cellular, amazing, bloody amazing. And when science discovers how to see things that are multidimensional quantum, they will now see everything. They will now understand the DNA and know exactly what's going on. Until then, they know half of this is junk, this doesn't work. And our genes and crap, they can't see half the things. Bloody awesome, people. And it listens. Let me tell you, it's innate. It's like, say you're talking to the creator. Like you talk to the creator, you know that nothing, your intentions, you can't hide your real feelings. This is why people think, oh, but it doesn't work. I'm praying, asking for help. Why? Because they haven't got pure intent. Their heart is not there. Absolute pure intent. So you can't fake it. So your cells and your DNA listens to your that little mind that says, oh no, yes, I'm going to heal, but no, it won't. I'm sure it won't. Oh no, I don't think it. I'm just hoping it will just come on, heal me, but I don't really think it will, because we don't have that 100% trust or faith, or we had doubt, or we had worry, or we had fear, or in the back of our mind. Your cells listen to because it's feeling resonance. So when you say, okay, it's going to heal now, but I really hope it does. What's going to happen? It won't, because it listens. And now you understand that your cells can listen. You've got to be very careful of what you think and feel. It's like the creator. Your cells and your DNA are listening to everything that you're thinking, and those little feelings and worries and energies. So if it contradicts, ain't going to work. So there we are. And I've been practicing that, and I've learned that one as well. I was like, okay, why is it not working? And then, oh, right, maybe yes. So I'll share. When I finish with that, I'll share. It's mind-boggling. I mean, it's unlimited. And the potential of a human being now. You've got your higher self. Could you imagine? This is the new earth we're going into. It's incredible. It is amazing. You now got your higher self in complete driving seat. You haven't got that negative programming, and you're not manifesting doom and gloom anymore. Wonderful. You haven't got this, oh, I'm not worthy, I'm not this, I'm the creator. You have such power now. So you're accepting, you're taking, you know that you're part of the creator. You have the same power, people. But we doubt it because, oh, no, we could never be as good as the creator. Whatever. Meanwhile, you're part of the creator. You're in its exact image and I mean, crazy. So there we are. We've done that. Now you understand you have your cells and your DNA have consciousness and are intelligent. Like everything else they can't see. Same with your consciousness, which is where we don't know. There we are. Everything is consciousness. Those that are awake, that are tapped in, know that. Well, those are now too. Can you imagine the possibilities of longevity? Never getting old. For the new people being born, it'll happen. Watch. Never getting sick. Not dying. You can live to 1,000 years or whatever, and they will carry on. The life expectancy will just keep going up. Not get ill. The things you can't do, and generate new organs. I mean, change your pH. So it's too high, blood sugar or whatever else, acid levels. You can instruct your cells to alter, change your pH balance, your chemistry, your hormones. I mean, oh, bloody awesome. That's it. You are the computer. You are the instructor. That's it. It's like programming a computer. Give it the instructions and it will do it. Simple as that. Bloody awesome, people. So I'm busy with that. And then I'll have some lovely things to share with you. So I'm taking that, I'm now putting it into practice. Okay. Bloody awesome. And I'm not ready to share yet. I'll share some. When I've got a few things put together, I'll share them with you. But it's so awesome. So that's great news. I've got lots of wonderful news for you. And I hope you, when you're ready, it's because you have free will. You're ready. You're not frightened. I tell you what, I wasn't. I've been fighting it. If I'd known this is what it was all about, I would have let go back then. So a couple of months ago, this came to me, and then I was like, no. What do you want to do? To see, because that's why I hadn't let go of that old paradigm. Like we still are. Everything out there, media is telling you some doom and gloom. You're going to die from something, or oh my gosh, it's climate change. They'll find out what's going on with the climate. Nothing wrong with it. It's not us. Same thing. We always think we're to blame. Nothing to do with us. It's the natural change that's happening. It's all good. Everything has intelligence, even Gaia. She's not an idiot. All right, lovely people. Love you lots. And she's doing what's best for her as well. Everything is just bloody awesome. So I really wanted to share that with you, and I'm so glad I was able to share that, and I'm so happy and thankful. I asked for those downloads, and I said, please let that come now so I can share it all with you. All right. Beautiful. Love you, people. You have a beautiful day. All right. Bye.